Here at Performance Link this morning, I've come up for hopefully the end of the turbo journey, which is getting it tuned up on the dyno, and hopefully we'll finally get some power numbers and see how good a job I've done. Really great reception. The guys are really nice. I've been chatting to them about different projects and their K swaps, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you want your MX5 serviced, modifications, all that kind of thing, then do pop up. They're doing 3 K swaps at the moment. I'm working on another car that's got the Duratec, the standard engine, and obviously mine's got the standard engine as well. Just getting ready for the first dyno session. I've been playing around doing the setup on it, doing a map from scratch, so completely from nothing, and going through that. So change back to the original injectors to get some math scaling, and then once that's sorted, we're going to change over to the higher 550cc injectors. But yeah, it's a bit of a scary moment as it gets reversed into the dyno cell at the back of the property. So yeah, fingers crossed this all goes well. So I'm sat outside, been diligently waiting as he does the business on the dyno, and you can hear it from the outside, and it's not too loud, but it's screaming. You can just hear your car, and it's just, I don't know, it really makes you wonder. You just hope it's going to stick together. So we've just finished tuning, or they have just finished tuning on standard actuator of 6.4 psi, and it's made 264 brake horsepower. So that's fantastic. We've not even got into the electronic boost controller yet. That is just on wastegate, the lowest wastegate spring, and it's already producing some good numbers. So this is the time we're about to up the boost and see what happens. Fingers crossed. So we're on day 2 of the dyno session. Things did not go quite to plan yesterday. The car was working amazingly on just standard spring pressure, but we couldn't get the electronic boost controller to work. Everything seemed enable in the ECU tech. All checking lots of things, wiring, vac lines, all that kind of stuff, you know, the basics. And then we took the boost controller out of it and just manually boosted it, and it was boosting up to, so from 7 psi it was going up to 10 plus, so we knew that it could boost. There wasn't an issue there. But so finally, we last resort, we contacted ECU Tech, and they said that the new version of the software doesn't allow the boost controller to now be used via the evac system. So they've disabled it, but they've not disabled it on the screen, so it looks like you've ticked it. But basically they said you need to run an older version of software, and that will allow it. And the issue is that America are really tight on emissions, and they've caught on to this, and they've disabled the setup. So if you didn't know it, you would be here forever. So we didn't, and we're thinking everything's fine, and it's not working. So now we've gone back to an older software version, ticked it, started again, and the controller is now working. So basically it was nothing that Performance Link did wrong, it was nothing that I did wrong in the setup, it was literally the software. How frustrating is that? But we're letting the car cool down, then we're going to start going for some higher boost runs, and fingers crossed it's going to produce what we want it to produce. After all the hard work that Alex has put in, we have made a BHP figure of 280 brake horsepower and 255 pound-foot of torque. So yeah, well within my 270 to 300 goal. What we're finding is that the Peerberg boost controller is now working, but it can't get rid of enough air. It's already at basically its max duty cycle. It can't get rid of enough air, and that means that we can't go up any higher in boost. So that's our limiting factor at the moment. Alex has kindly said come on back with a different boost controller, and we'll have another look at it, and we'll see if we can get a bit more out of it. But even so, even with that, so it's 10 psi of boost, and we're getting 280 brake. So yeah, pleased with that. Really good couple of days work. So really thankful to them for sticking with it, fitting me in for a second day when they have other jobs to get on with, and yeah, it's just great. So really pleased.